In this video, we're going to verify inverse function ordered pairs. It says suppose f is a one-to-one function with the following values. F of 5 equal -8 and f of 8 equal 2. It says which of the following must be true. In the actual problem, it had a bunch of things that you could select. We're just going to go through and we're going to find what the inverse of -8 is. And we want to know what the inverse of 2 is. So, one-to-one function means that it passes a horizontal line test, which means it has an inverse. Or, yeah, it has an inverse. So, we know that inverses, so for an inverse, we're going to say inverses have the output of the original function as their input, and you can see that here. I'm saying f inverse of -8, that's the output of the original function. F inverse of 2, that's the output of the original function. And then we'll say inverses have the output of the original function as their input, and the input of f of x as their output. So what happens there? The domain and range flop when you have an inverse. So I have f inverse of -8. So the output of f inverse of -8 is the input for the original function, because inverses are supposed to undo the operations. And the same thing happens here. You have f inverse of 2, and that gives you 8. So this inverse function it basically does the exact opposite of what the original function did. The original function mapped 8 to 2. The inverse is going to go and map it from 2 to 8.